Comfort Inn of Pittsburgh offers a cozy, welcoming room with free internet access. Enjoy the indoor pool area year-round and wake up to a complimentary breakfast every morning. When staying at the Comfort Inn, you can feel at ease knowing that your satisfaction is the most important thing to us.
Talk about, like Trey, I mean, he continued to produce this for you guys. You very well could be an X factor for your team coming up in the remainder of the season and the tournament and everything.
Sure.
What does he do for that second unit?
Well, we don't lose anything when we sub him in. You know, prior to that, we were trying to rotate 3 bigs in, and now we've got 4 guards we can rotate in. That's a big difference. And so we're more a guard-oriented team. Our offense is more guard-oriented, and with the single big, I think allows us to really exploit teams and really keep them in check. So Trey's done a good job, but he's not the only one. He's got. I tell you, his teammates have done a good job of bringing him along and helping him learn the system, learn the way we play, and vice versa. He's helped our guys because he's kind of been a little shot of energy, and he's good in practice. He brings great energy, and obviously a good player and good athlete.
And a couple weeks ago, when you guys just lost to Central Oak, you guys had some heavy foul calls in that game. In your interview afterwards, you talked about making the adjustment and not letting that become a huge factor. You guys did that tonight. How do you feel about your team holding on after building that lead, getting as close as 6, and then you guys ended up pushing it back?
I didn't think it was very good. I thought we were pretty poor against their pressure. Obviously we built a lead. I think we went on. It had to be like a 17-0 or something. I mean, it was a 13-1. Yeah, I mean, we went on a big run there. Trey, Dakota, Josiah, all hit some big baskets. Trevor got the free throw line. I think it was in there too. So we made some plays and were able to get some separation. That's when we went zone too. Probably should, and it worked up there too. Probably should have went to it earlier. Needed to because of foul trouble. I don't like zone. I think it provides opportunities for teams to kind of come back, but it worked tonight. But we've got to be better in our man-to-man. I didn't think our energy was very good coming out from the start. We were really poor offensively the first half. We were really, really good offensively the second half. I thought we were pretty good defensively the first half, except for fouling. And then I don't know where our defense went the second half. They made some good adjustments. Now, the throwback action off the roll guy and being able to ISO the post a little bit, they did a nice job, and he's a good coach. He makes good adjustments during the game. We finally made a nice adjustment offensively the second half on some ball movement to the corner and ISO the corner where we could really attack from that spot, and our guys did a good job of that. And so we kind of worked at things till we found something that worked and found some success.
Do you think James was fouling out with about 5 minutes left? Do you think that had input on your guys' letting him get back in the game?
I think it hurt us against the pressure, yes. Dakota, he's young and turned it over a couple times. Trey turned it over a couple times. We've just got to be better. We don't get deep enough and break back enough, and we let pressure kind of get to us. We kind of freeze the ball and get a little tight and got to be more relaxed. But when we do move it, we're pretty good. And it led to some easy baskets too when we handled it. So just got to be better. And we knew they were going to press us and got to handle it better than what we did.
And you said for the most part you're unhappy with how they played. You guys still ended up getting the win. What does that say about your team?
I shouldn't. That's probably a misstatement. I'm not unhappy with the way we played. I'm unhappy with our energy. I didn't think what we had established. The previous 2 games at home, Central Oklahoma, was a team that had something to prove. And I don't care if you're playing, the top of the league or towards the middle or bottom of the league. It doesn't matter. Every team in this conference can beat anybody. I mean, look at Baptist and Southern tonight. You don't know what's coming your way, and you don't know. I know what you're going to get, especially from a Northeastern coach team, is you're going to get a team that competes. And I watched them on film against Emporia and Washburn, and they battle and they don't let up. He's got them believing, and they're relentless, and that's a reflection on Coach Tinsley. He does a good job. So we better match that or exceed that. If we don't, then we're in for a fight like we were tonight. Now, yeah, I'm glad we won. Don't get me wrong, but I just didn't like how we won. I didn't think it was indicative of a team that's trying to establish itself as one of the top teams in the conference. Now, you're going to have off nights, obviously, and hopefully we get some things we can work on before Saturday.
How big has Trey been for you guys over the last couple of games? He had a big three-point play there to get you guys started on offense. Just his presence in the post over the past couple of weeks has been big.
He's done a good job. I thought, the previous game against Hayes, I thought he played really well. Carney played all right, but then second half tonight he was really good. And when he gets himself where I don't know what the difference is between first and second half, but I think he was very good the first half. But he just seems to gather himself, be a little bit stronger, a little more aggressive to the rim, and he was good the second half. So I was glad to see that. He's obviously shooting his free throws well, and that's a good thing too. But he got some nice defensive rebounds also, and gave us good minutes tonight. With Lamine, we're kind of he will play on Saturday. Just kind of making sure he's got some knee issues, and just making sure he's healthy and ready to go. We're get back to our three big rotation, and I think that provides us a little more depth inside. But without a true post guy like Northeastern didn't have tonight, I think it was a good time to rest him and give him a chance to stay off that knee.
And then we talked about it a lot this year. Joe dropped 25 for you guys, your leader.
Well,
what kind of game do you think he had?
Joe had the flu yesterday, running a temperature. Texted him today, I'm feeling all right, just not great. I said, "Well, come to shoot around, see how you feel." And he kind of went through shoot around. Then tonight he had his jacket on, still has the chills, and then comes out second half, puts on a performance like that. I thought, that's a hats off to him. And he didn't play great the first half, but boy, he stepped up when we needed him to in the second half and really made some big plays. And his teammates did a good job of finding him and getting him involved. And Joe was very coachable in finding the seams and gaps and driving it and being strong. And yeah, it was a nice game for him tonight. Proud of him, because that's not easy to play when you don't feel good, especially with the flu.
Dakota, what kind of happened there in the second you guys got up to a 15-point lead, and then that kind of disappeared?
Just coming in, they started pressing us, and we just got sloppy at the end. We kind of got comfortable, and they started coming back, and we just got to do a better job taking care of the ball, even myself, and just as a team, just cutting down on the turnovers. So,
did it kind of feel like when you guys were at their place, all those fouls really at the end, kind of soft fouls, how were you feeling with all those calls?
Fouls sometimes, they get into your emotions and they play a role, and sometimes they make the game go slow as a player and you get out of a rhythm or something like that. But, we just got to battle through it and continue to play our game.
Trey, since you got some significant time in that Central Hope game, you put up double figures every game. How are you feeling in this offense right now?
Just kind of getting in the rhythm. It just feels good to be back out there, honestly. We have a great team, guys that can score, so I just go in and pretty much do what I can, try to, fit in.
Then Dakota, Trevor had that and one tip in midway through, kind of got your offense sparked a little bit. You guys went on a 13-1 run after that. How big of a play was that for you guys, mentality-wise?
It was good for us because the first half we were kind of in the fog, as what the coaches told us at halftime, and that type of play right there, just the hustle plays, give us like a spark even off the bench, and just give us a spark to play harder. And what it does is it sparks our offense, and our offense does better, and we score more, and then our defense plays in a role, and it just all adds up.
This was a one-possession game, almost all the way through up until that point. What does coming through with a win like this do for you guys' team?
It's a big time. Championship team, sometimes, they struggle, and you got to get through the tough ones and battle your way through it. You're not always going to have a good night defensively or offensively, and you just got to find a way to win.
The Holiday Inn Express of Pittsburgh has flexible meeting spaces, complimentary internet access, a free hot breakfast bar in the morning, and an indoor pool that the whole family will enjoy. Come book a room at the newest hotel in Pittsburgh, the Holiday Inn Express.